Hello and welcome to Golden Age Flicks, the channel where we revisit the great icons of classic cinema. Now today we're exploring the luminous career of one of film history's most captivating performers, Ingrid Bergman. Known for her natural beauty, emotional depth and unmatched screen presence, Bergman remains a timeless figure whose films continue to resonate with audiences decades later. Ingrid Bergman was born in Stockholm in 1915. And much like many of cinema's greatest stars, her talent emerged early. She trained at the Royal Dramatic Theatre School in Sweden, honing her craft with seriousness and sincerity that would define her career. Her breakout Swedish film, Intermezzo, in 1936, was so impressive that Hollywood took notice almost immediately. Producer David O. Selznick brought her to America for an English language remake, and despite Hollywood's usual penchant for reinvention, he wisely kept her natural look intact. No dramatic makeover, no name change. Selznick knew she was already perfect for the screen. Of course, the film most associated with Ingrid Bergman is Casablanca. Released in 1942, it became one of Hollywood's most enduring classics, and Bergman's performance as Ilse Lund is a masterclass in understated emotion. What's fascinating is that Bergman filmed Casablanca without knowing how the story would end, whether Ilse would stay with Rick or leave with Laszlo. Director Michael Curtiz deliberately withheld the final pages to keep her performance emotionally ambiguous, and it worked brilliantly. Audiences saw in her eyes a mixture of longing, regret, and love that transcended dialogue. And yet, Casablanca was just one part of a remarkable run. Bergman starred in For Whom the Bell Tolls, Gaslight, which earned her first Oscar, and Notorious, where her chemistry with Cary Grant remains electric. But Ingrid Bergman wasn't just a star, she was a figure of controversy. In 1950, she fell in love with Italian director Roberto Rossellini whilst filming Stromboli. Their affair and later marriage caused a public scandal in the US, so intense that it was denounced in the Senate. It's extraordinary looking back, a reminder of just how differently stars were treated in mid-century America. Yet Bergman didn't break under pressure. She reinvented herself in European cinema, working with directors who challenged and inspired her. And when she eventually returned to Hollywood with Anastasia in 1956, she earned her second Oscar, a triumphant reminder that talent ultimately outlives scandal. Her later career saw her move with ease between film, stage, and television. She won a third Oscar for Murder on the Orient Express, along with Emmy Awards for her television work. Wherever she went, she brought gravitas, intelligence, and an incredible emotional truth. Ingrid Bergman remains a towering influence on modern cinema. What set her apart was her commitment to honesty in her acting, her appearance, and the roles she chose. At a time when Hollywood thrived on glamour and artifice, Bergman felt refreshingly real. Actors from Meryl Streep to Cate Blanchett have cited her as an inspiration, praising her ability to balance vulnerability with inner strength. Directors admired her professionalism. Audiences adored the quiet power she brought to every role. Her legacy is also tied to her extraordinary range. She could play a conflicted romantic heroine, a tortured victim, a regal empress, or a morally complex figure navigating Hitchcock's psychological mazes. Few actors manage such versatility. Sadly, Ingrid Bergman passed away on her 67th birthday in London, but the films she left behind ensure her style will never fade. Whether you revisit Casablanca, explore her Hitchcock collaborations, or discover her European films, you'll find an actor whose performances remain fresh, modern, and deeply moving. That's it for today's episode of Golden Age Flicks. If you enjoyed this journey into the life and career of Ingrid Bergman, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me next time as we continue celebrating the greats of classic cinema. Until then, thanks for watching, and here's looking at you, kid.